Hello, 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 and welcome, 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 worthy women. Today is Worthy Wednesday. First of all, let me apologize for my tardiness. Let's just start with the obvious. My nose is red because it's cold here in Portland. Father in heaven. I was doing the laundry and there was a clock there that said I had 15 minutes. And then when I looked at my phone, I had 5 minutes. Anyway, so I do apologize for being late, but I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. First of all, can you believe that January is almost over? I mean, just to give you some perspective, January will be over on Sunday, people. We will have made it through the first month of 2021 on Sunday. So thanks be to God for that. Anyway, I want to welcome you to Worthy Wednesday, the Portland edition. Let me tell y'all something. Yesterday it snowed here. It also snowed in Arizona. And I want y'all to know that I am used to cold weather. I'm not afraid of it. I mean, growing up with the military, when we actually lived in New Mexico, we really had, well, we probably had 3 seasons there. We had summer, a little bit of fall, and then we had winter, okay? And in the winter, I mean, we actually had snow because it snows in New Mexico. So it's not that I'm not used to the cold, but what I can tell you is that when you have conditioned your body to be hot for more than 25 years of your adult life, y'all, coming to the cold is not the business. However, the snow yesterday made me think of one of my favorite movies, White Christmas. I don't know if you've ever seen it. If you haven't, I'm not really sure I could be friends with you because I love that movie, okay? I absolutely love White Christmas. My sister and I love the movie. She bought me the Blu-ray DVD. You know we're fancy with the Blu-ray DVD. Anyway, I digress. There's a scene in the movie where Wallace and Davis are in the dining cart with the Haynes sisters. Do y'all know how much I know this movie? I pretty much know all of it, okay? And they make a snow scene. Y'all know what I'm talking about? They use a white napkin. They put these little green trees. They're sprigs of time is what they look like. And then they sing that song. Snow, 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 snow. It won't be long before we'll all be there with snow. Anyway, my sister and I love that movie. Shout out to White Christmas. So I do love the snow. I just don't think I love it live. And I'm pretty much over the cold, you guys. Like, I am literally over it. However, my baby had her first 2 games this week. And although they're not allowing fans into the stadium yet, because I do believe before the season is over, we will be allowed to be in there, I can tell you there is nothing like being able to cheer in the same location and then talk about it and see her live. So y'all, listen, I have so enjoyed watching her play college volleyball. It's pretty lit. I'm telling y'all, it's pretty lit. Now, I think I'm more excited than she is, which is normal because I'm the parent. I don't really have to do any of the work. I just get to wear the shirts and cheer. So I'm having a great time doing that. So this year, how funny, we're only in the first month. We've been talking about me this entire month, and I did not want to disappoint you all. I wanted to end the month talking about me again. So tonight, Worthy Women, I want to talk about this. The first week of January, we talked and I said, what about me? Like, I want to know why we always make everything about me. I mean, I know you don't do that stuff for you. That's why I've been spending the month talking about me so you don't have to be on the hot seat. And I wanted us to refocus on why we think we are the most, or me is the most important thing in the world at all times, with no consideration of other things. Then I talked about what about hurt me. And in that particular lesson, it really struck me because hurt is sometimes seen as a word that connotates us experiencing something but never giving hurt to anybody else. So we talked about that, and we talked about the things that you need to eliminate, which are your habits, and then you need to uproot them, and then you need to replace those things, and to remember you don't have time like you think that you do in order to fix that. And then last week we talked about, can you see me? And it was the story of my frozen windshield wiper fluid, which turned into by far one of my most important life lessons I've ever learned, about how sometimes I am willing to continue to drive or be on a path and I cannot see. And instead of me taking ownership of not being able to see me, I start asking the people that are standing outside, can you see me? So tonight, I spent quite a bit of time this week in a transition, obviously with relocating to Portland and not really knowing how things are going to work out. Sometimes when you take a leap of faith, you don't really know what's going to happen. And I'm okay with that. But I wanted to talk about why me tonight. And I think it's important for me to end the month on a question that we have said our entire life. Well, the first part of the question is why. And my sister and I had a cousin, have a cousin, his name is Jay Sean. And when we were younger, I mean like 10 and 11, he was probably 5 or 6 because we're a little bit older than them. He would only say, why? If we say, Jay Sean, can you come over here? Let's do this. Why? Jay Sean, are you hungry? Why? Jay Sean, do you want to go outside? Why? I mean, in his little voice, first of all, he is the cutest. He grew up to be really handsome. Watch out. Anyway, he lives on the East Coast. But he would always say why. And I would just be like, because we said, come on, let's do it. And my grandma would say, Jay Sean, come here. Why? And okay, you guys, the way that he said why, you couldn't even get upset. It was so precious. You were just like, oh, I don't know. Anyway, fast forward to now, I'm an adult. And I've had a little person. And when you hear them say why, it's not very cute. Okay, I'm going to just say for all the parents that are in the group, it is not appropriate. And sometimes we do revert back to, because I said so. Just because I don't want to tell you why. Okay, really, I don't want to be accountable. I'm just going to tell you to do it. So that's what happens. So why is a part of the 5 questions: who, what, when, where, and why. Now, for all my grammar people like me, who's an English teacher, how is also inserted into the 5 questions. So we say 5 questions and how. When you're trying to define something that is occurring in your life. So why? Why do I want to talk about me? And why do I want to say why me? Because when we say why me, there's so many hidden meanings behind the reason that we say certain things. So I went to the dictionary, which actually I thought that the dictionary would not define why, because it is an interrogatory and it asks a question. So to me, my brain thought, well, because it asks a question, it is almost understood that part of the question is not going to be defined. The question is defined by what comes after that. Worthy women, can I tell you right now, I was wrong, okay, with a capital W. So the definition of, there are 4 uses for the word why. Number 1, why is an adverb. And when why is used as an adverb, it is defined as for what cause, reason, or purpose. So that means I want to know, why did you do it? For example, Carrie, did you eat those cookies? The question then becomes, why did you eat those cookies? Carrie, did you turn on the stove when I said not to? Why did you turn on the stove when I told you not to? Did you cut your sister's hair, Carrie? Why did you cut your sister's hair? It is for what cause have I done something? For what reason have I done something? And for what purpose have I done something? That's use number 1 as an adverb. Use number 2 as a conjunction. Now, If y'all grew up like I did, you had a lit childhood. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Okay, I love that. Anyway, so basically a conjunction joins two complete thoughts together. Okay, we learned about it in sentence structure and in grammar. So the main conjunctions that we are aware of are and, but, or. Okay, but why can be a conjunction, because why can bring two thoughts, two causes, two reasons, or two purposes together. So why as a conjunction means I want to know the cause, the reason, or purpose for which you did something. So for example, do you know why you left college? That's the question I would ask you. And then the response would be, that is why you left college. So a conjunction is going to tell me when I'm saying, what? Why? You know why you did that. So I'm asking you to tell me what was the cause, reason, or purpose for that action. And then what was the result of that thing? I bring two parts together. Now, the third function of the word why is a noun. And one thing that I find very interesting about studying words is the similarity between the use of the word versus how we really use it. So this is the third use of why, and it is used as a noun. So first it was an adverb. Second one, it was a conjunction. Now it is a noun. And it still has these three words, which I find so critical. It is a reason, a cause, or a purpose that wants to know the whys and the wherefores. It is a baffling problem. Now, baffling means extremely confusing or difficult to understand. So when why is a noun, it is address a serious problem. So in light of me saying, why me? Because I'm now making me the subject of that sentence. I want everything to be about me. When I say why me, I am saying that there is something that is happening that is extremely confusing, that is difficult to understand. And I want to know the why, and I want to know the wherefore as to an explanation of why this is happening. Now, that makes total sense to me that why can be a noun. I totally get that, okay? Because sometimes when you ask questions, the only question you can ask is why. Why did you do that? What possessed you to go in that direction? Why would you tell me a story? Why would you not tell the truth? Why did you leave when you should have stayed? So the fourth and final use of the word why is as an interjection. Now, this is by far my favorite part for grammar. So that's the English teacher in me, because an interjection means that you're raising a question. An interjection is something that shows and displays emotion because it changes the tone of the sentence. And it actually changes the syntax, which is the meaning of the sentence, because I am interjecting or I am changing the flow of that sentence prior to the sentence before you heard it. Okay, so an interjection means it is used to express surprise, approve, disapprove, or show impatience. An interjection. It could be like, why? It could also be like, why? It could also be like, why? Okay, so when I say it in any of those forms, I am raising a question, which means now I have a new reason or a new cause or a new purpose to have concern. Well, y'all, look. As I was thinking about why me, I realized that why kept having those three words in every use of it. It was cause, reason, and purpose. And I thought, why? No pun intended, but I really thought that. So then I went to look up what each of those words means. So cause, it is a reason for action or movement. Why did I cut my sister's hair? What was the cause of that? I made some movement by cutting her hair. Why did I move in that direction? What was my purpose? What was my reasoning for going there? What caused me to do that? Why? Why? What is the cause of this? Why? The second word was reason. Reason means an explanation or justification. So I think to myself, when I say, why not do something? What I'm saying to you is I'm providing you an explanation or justification, meaning I'm giving you just enough information. I'm giving you just enough explanation in order to prove why the reason that I chose to do something is correct. The third word in the uses of the word why is purpose. And the definition of purpose is by intent. Okay, so I probably took about 45 minutes studying just intent, intentional, intentions, to really figure out what that means. Because in our society now, we use a lot of catchphrases and a lot of buzzwords, and one of them is intentional. Let's make intentional choices. Let's live intentionally. And I really wanted to know what does that mean? Because we say stuff, but I don't know what it means. I'm just saying it because it sounds good, but I don't really have a purpose behind it. So when why uses purpose, it is always required to have intention. So when I say why me, I have a cause, I have a reason, and I have a purpose. But I'm really trying to figure out, worthy women, in relationship to me, when I ask why me, why me, why me, why does everything keep happening to me? Why is my life like this? Why can I not get a job? Why can I not have a baby? Why can I not find anyone to love me? Why am I experiencing a divorce? Why me? Why me? Why me? What I'm really saying is, why? What is the cause? What is the reason? And what is the purpose that I have felt like this? So I took a few days to really think about it, because this is what I discovered. When I say why me, the first thing I am doing is making a movement. Okay, because cause says it is a reason for action or movement. If someone mistreats me, I say why me, and the next thing I decide to do while saying why me is now I have given myself a reason to strike back, to be angry, to be bitter, to plan revenge, because I want to move. I don't want to stay in that place where I'm saying, why did she treat me like that? Why does my family think I'm the black sheep? Why are people always looking at me? Why can't anyone understand that I'm the one that has a problem? Why can't people understand that I need something too? So the cause in my mind is that everybody else doesn't understand why me. Why me? Don't y'all know that everything is about me? Not y'all, it's about me. Why? The cause of me saying that is because I want to have a reason for action. But I kept trying to figure out, well, what action is it exactly? And then it struck me that it's none. When I'm saying why me, even if someone has done something, let's just be clear. Even if someone has done something and you have cause, because that's one of the definitions of why, you have cause to have a reason for action and to have movement. What really happens is I do nothing, because I would rather walk around saying, why me? Don't you feel sorry for me? Can't you empathize with me? Don't you see the reason that they did that? Why me? Why would they do it to me? Don't you know why they did that? You know how they did that? The cause that I really want you to become a part of is my refusal to change. That's what I mean when I say why me, because that's the cause. Actually, if I actually had a decision to make, which you do, then I wouldn't use the cause of their offense to distract me from the movement that I need to make in order to forgive and not become offended. Well, worthy women. Then I was like, I can't deal with this. Why? And then I realized that when I say why me, I have a reason, which is the second definition of why. It is an explanation or justification. Why am I saying why me to certain people? Why am I only saying it to the people at my employment? Why am I only saying why me to 5 of my girlfriends, but not all 10 of them? Why am I only saying why me to God? Well, according to the definition, the reason is I want to have justification for the explanation of why I'm not doing anything. Let me give you an example. Why me? Why do I have to get up every day and go to work when I don't like these people? Why? Why should I continue to put up with the way that they treat me? Why do they mistreat me here anyway? Why don't my friends want to be the kind of friend that I am to them? Why don't you love me? Oh, worthy women, I think you thought the reason that I was saying that was because I wanted to provide some level of explanation to my behavior. No, worthy women. The reason why I'm saying that is because I want to provide justification for my inability to change my behavior. Why don't you love me? Why could you possibly not love me? Why do you treat me like this? Because see, what I want to do is justify the way that I treat you. I want to explain away my inability to have integrity. I want to explain away my inability to tell the truth. I want to justify the reason that I am not being accountable by saying, why me? Why are you always looking at me? Why are you always asking me? And you're not asking anybody else at work. Why me? Because I need a cause to not do what I'm supposed to do. And I also need a reason not to do it. But instead of me acknowledging that why me is really about me, I make it about y'all. Because hello, why me? Why would anybody want to mistreat me? Why would you do that to me? It's the same question when people say, why did you mistreat them? Why did you lie on them? Why did you betray them? Why did you do that? And what they're asking me is to find out the wherefores and the why. They want to know the cause of my behavior. They certainly want to know the reason for my behavior. But more specifically, and the last thing about why and how it's defined is purpose. They want to know my intent behind it. Well, let me just help y'all right here, worthy women. This is really not for y'all. It's really for me, okay? Because I'm pretty smart, okay? I love talking. It's one of my favorite things. I spend a lot of time studying communication, nonverbal, verbal, intercommunicate. I love this stuff, right? But when I was reading here, that purpose is by intent. Okay, so you have to stop first because you can't just gloss over the word by. That word creates the specificity for why intent is so powerful right here. So if I tell you to go by the store, what I'm asking you to do is create space in order for you to find something that directs you to something else through the use of that object. Okay. So if you said, well, where's Chick-fil-A? And I would say, oh, it's on First Street by Walmart. Well, if you're not familiar with where that is, but you know where Walmart is, by me telling you it's by Walmart, you now can be intentional and you can have intent as you move to go look for it, because that word by gave you purpose. Okay. So hold on. Worthy women. When I say, why me? I have a purpose behind it. There is someone specifically that I want to pay attention to me in that moment. And by them paying attention to me, I can make my intent known to them. Wait, hold on. What if your intent isn't good? I'm not talking about you because I'm talking about me, because this is about me. But what if my intent is not good? But because of the way that I have designed the communication by this statement, why me? They're going to come by me. They're going to walk past me. They're going to interact with me. They're going to create some relationship with me. And I am going to have intent. That means I am going to be purposeful in my conversation, in my movement, in my body language, in my diction, because I want to do something to them. Isn't it funny? Throughout this whole month of thinking about me, I realized that the problem isn't other people. Okay, let's just say like 10% of stuff can be other people, but I'm gonna just tell you right now, 98% of stuff is you. I have learned in my short time on the earth that when I am saying it's them, it's her, it's him, it's this, I don't have the money, it's because I can't go to school, it's because I'm fat, it's because I'm stupid, it's because nobody likes me, it's because I've been alone, it's because I've been rejected. What I'm really saying is I don't really want to deal with me. But I don't say all those words. I just say, why me? Why? How come I couldn't get into college? Why me? Why is my life always so terrible? Why is everything happening to me? What? Why? I'm walking around saying, why? Why me? Why doesn't anyone want to give me a break? Why? And I realize that part of me saying why, I'm doing it by intent. I want someone specifically to come around where I am and get into the place that I am in on purpose. I want them to hate Sister Cucumber because I hate her. I want them to hate Brother Pumpernickel because I hate him. I want my coworker to get in the same boat with me and argue and yell about how stupid I think our boss is. Because the purpose of me saying why me in those specific situations is I want someone to come by me in order for me to intentionally influence what they do. I wonder if you've ever been guilty of that. I mean, not y'all, me, okay? I have been known to be pretty persuasive. And what I've learned about me, not just this month, but really over the course of the last 5 or 6 years, is that I always have a cause, a reason, and a purpose when I say why me. Now, I want to talk about something here for just a few minutes that I believe there's not one person on the planet that has not ever experienced this. Your position of faith to me is irrelevant because that can be up for debate and that gets us off track. But I can tell you, the longer you live, and some of us have experienced it even in our short time on the earth, there will come a time that you will say, why me, God? Why me? Why is all of this happening to me? Why am I not successful? Why am I in debt? Why God, am I divorced? Why am I broken? Why am I depressed? Why me, God? Why? You see Sister Chair over there? She is the devil, literally. Why didn't she get cancer? Why? Lord, listen, I know some people that need the coronavirus, okay? But no. It's at my doorstep. Why me? Why me, God? Why is my kid running amok? Why? Do you see my neighbor over here? Okay, first of all, they're not even together in reallife.com. I mean, I am telling you that there is not one person that the why me God sentence has not ever crossed your mind, and probably crossed your lips, maybe with some explicitives, maybe not. Hey, I'm okay with whatever. But I'm just wondering, what do you do when you say, why me, God? I mean, I'm not going to talk about you. I'm just talking about me, because I've said that a lot. A lot. And I've said it sometimes with anger. I can tell you that. I've said it with anger. I've said it with frustration. I've said it with just pure disbelief. I've said it with contempt. I've also said it with heartbreak and despair and disappointment. And tonight, what I learned, the reason why I say why me is because I have a cause that I believe that God either is uninterested in, or he is too busy to pay attention to what's happening to me. So therefore I have to make movement. Like, okay, I got to start doing something, because obviously he is too busy for me right now. And then I realize, when I say, why me, God, I have a reason. And the reason is that when he doesn't move the way that I think he should move, or he doesn't answer, or the answer that he allows hits me and knocks me down, or the circumstance that hits my life changes the trajectory of my entire being, I need justification to be angry. And then when I say, why me, God, and he, according to me, doesn't answer, I need purpose. Do you know why I need purpose? Because by intent, that means I'm about to do something else. So I was thinking, how in the world do I answer, why me, God? How do I answer that? When you think you've done all that you were supposed to do, whether your relationship is real good or not so good or in between, that's not the point. The point is, how do you determine what is the cause, the reason, and the purpose for you asking, why me? Because see, when you can clearly identify that the reason for action and the reason for movement is a cause that is going to promote you or bring you to a new level of maturity, or allow you to offer forgiveness to Sister Cucumber and Brother Pumpernickel, when you can allow the why me reason to be an explanation that doesn't justify wrong behavior, that doesn't explain away your accountability, but creates a dialogue that you are fully accountable. When you can say the why me, the purpose of why me right now is I want to be the person that somebody can come by, and intentionally I can interact with them and change them. I think then, worthy women, you'll know the answer. Now, I cannot speak for you. I can only speak for me, thank God, because it's about me anyway. I've asked God a lot. Why me? And I think now, in my short time on the earth, I just understood why I've never heard an answer. Doesn't mean that he doesn't answer. Oh no, he always answers. Always. He always answers. But I couldn't figure out why he wouldn't answer when I was in a situation that I got myself into. When I'm saying why me about the cause or the reason or the purpose, I have often neglected. It was me who walked into that cause. It was me who justified the reason. And it was by intent that I made that thing my purpose. So, worthy women, on the 28th day of January. Is today the 28th? Yeah, I think so. No, today's the 27th. I really want to know, how much longer are you going to be asking, why me? Because what I've learned today specifically, that I can no longer pretend that I have no idea why I'm asking that question anymore. And when I ask it to somebody else, I now understand the cause, the reason, and the purpose of my why. And when you understand that, why me takes on a whole new meaning. Listen, I love y'all, worthy women. I can't wait to see you. Don't forget, Worthy Women Live, Do the Work, July 9th, 10th, and 11th. And I'm going to let you know where it's going to be on Sunday. I'll see you again.